Hi, my name is Stephen Blackwood. I'm a skateboarder from the Spokane, Washington area. I'm not sponsored or anything. I've been skating for a decently long time. I'm pretty much the only skateboarder I really know. And the trick that I want to learn today is a tray revert. And I was hoping you guys could help me out with that. And let's just get right to it and I'm going to show you what I can do so far.
All right, Steve, what is up? This is Gabe here, and I'm going to help you learn how to tray flip revert. So let's check out all these tricks you know how to do. Boom, you got those 180s, really nice, good ollie, really good pop shove, front pop shove, very good, perfect kickflip, that was a really nice catch, double flip, varial flip, dude, you got all these tricks, heel flip, oh, you fell. But yeah, when I see these skate sports for like tray flip reverts and these really hard tricks, sometimes I'm worried that when I go on there, I'm gonna see that people aren't very good at all the prerequisite tricks and they still need to work on them. But from what I can see right now, you are on the money. It looks like you have a lot of great sessions in your garage. That's a front side flip, and I believe the last one you did was actually a backside flip, but you called it a front side flip. So yeah, those are backwards, but it's all good. Oh, wow. You're going crazy. I can totally relate to that. But anyways, yeah, so you had good tray flips. Everything you do pretty good. Nollie flips are very hard, so obviously they're not going to be perfect, especially if you're still learning. Nollie tray. Dang, that counts. Defense. Bigger margin for error. Finger flip. Heck yeah. All right, so you got a pretty big bag of tricks
that I was willing to get in this segment because I'm too tired to do every trick that I know and too tired to clean up all the ones that look sloppy. Just know that I know more tricks and more will be coming. And so will I with this tray flip revert attempts.
Alright, let's check out these tray flip revert attempts real quick. Alright. That was... Okay. Checking these out. There you go. Ow. That looks like it hurts. Okay. So, alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Now we're getting into that good tray flip revert territory. Okay. Oh! Okay. Is that the last one? Okay.
Alright, those are my attempts for my tray flip revert. Hopefully you can tell me something I don't know, but I'll just keep working on it in the meantime, and hopefully I'll get back to you with a landed trick. Scuba.
So I chose this clip right here to demonstrate exactly what you did right. So the tray flip motion is perfect, and look at how you land on that nose right there. And you land with it with the board still up in the air. And then you only get a little bit of a pivot. So I don't have very much footage of tray flip revert, so I am going to speak over this part. So sorry about that, but I am also watching your skating as well. But what I noticed about your tray flip revert attempts is that you kind of started out just doing regular tray flips, and then the more you started trying, the more you progressively started landing more and more on the nose. That is the 100% most important part of the tray flip revert is landing on that nose, okay? So every single time you do that tray flip revert, you should be landing on the nose of your board. And a good practice step for that is to do a tray flip and literally try to land it with the nose on the ground sticking up. You need to there's a very fine balance, and Aaron talked to me a lot about it when he was teaching me how to do this trick. It was that when you do the tray flip revert, there's a miracle second, like a fraction of a second, almost half a second, where you do the tray flip, you just let it float, let it do its magical tray flip rotation, and then you land it, and you put your front foot on that nose, and you kind of just sit there for 1 second. It kind of like the whole trick kind of pauses, and when you do the tray flip, you'll totally the tray revert, you'll totally understand what I'm talking about, because I had no idea what he was talking about it until I actually did it myself. But when you land on that nose, right before you start pivoting the 180 revert, there's like a moment of serenity where you kind of just pause, gather yourself, and then you force it really, really hard. Another thing I would recommend you doing is this right here that Aaron is doing. I want you to practice the body movement and the shoulder movement of landing an ollie on your nose and then pivoting, because that's ultimately the most difficult part of the tray flip revert. Is people can land on the nose of a tray flip no problem. Like once you start practicing a little bit, that's the easy part. What's the hard part about tray flip reverts is that when you land on the nose, sometimes it can be very hard to revert it because your shoulders are fixed in that tray flip position. So what you need to start training your body to do by doing a bunch of front 180s, doing a bunch of ollie reverts, doing a bunch of shove it reverts, is I want you to train your body to do a tray flip, but as you're doing the tray flip, start shifting your shoulders as if you're doing a front side 180. Because if you keep your shoulders in the same position that you do a tray flip, if you try to turn it, your body's stuck in that position. You can turn your legs a little bit, but honestly, it's going to happen like that slow motion clip I showed you where you're only able to pivot a little bit. So 100%, I think you just need to practice landing on the nose a little bit. Once you start getting really good at landing on the nose, I need you to start practicing turning that shoulder mid tray flip. Just start getting used to doing that ollie, land on your nose, pivot, front side 180. Practice doing a shove it revert, and then once you learn the shove it reverts, then you'll start getting the kind of shoulder motion you need to land that tray flip on the nose and revert it. But like I said, just tray flip, land on the nose, turn your shoulders a lot, because if you don't turn your shoulders, your board's not going to turn with you. And also, like I said, there's this one moment, you're going to remember this when you land it. It's going to feel amazing, and you're going to totally understand what I'm talking about. When you land on the nose, right before you start pivoting, there's almost like a pause where time freezes, and you're just kind of like sitting there waiting for the motion to happen, and then you land it and you revert it and you roll away like a boss. So just kind of take your time. When you land on the nose, don't like super hard try to just pivot it right away. Just take your time and just ease into it. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, yeah, I'm very, very hyped at the amount of tricks that you were able to do. Like, it's very, very impressive, all the tricks that you can do. You can do some tricks that I can't even do. So super hyped on that. Definitely keep practicing in the meantime. And if you do want to send us some clips of you landing the tray flip revert, then go ahead, tag us on Instagram, send us a DM, do any of that stuff. But thank you for sending in your skate sport. It was really, really, really sick, especially that no shoes kickflip. And I will see you next time. So please subscribe, like, and leave a comment below. And good luck and keep skating.